Not all aluminum fishing boats are built the same, and buying the wrong one will cost you more than money. Let's get into it. Before we hit the best, we need to talk about the worst, because I've seen it plenty of times. Someone walks onto a dealer lot, falls for the shiny paint job and the low price tag, and drives home with a boat that'll have them back in that same lot 6 months later with a warranty dispute and a headache. Tracker boats. Look, Tracker moves more aluminum boats than almost anyone in America, and that's exactly the problem. When you're pushing that kind of volume through Bass Pro Shops at entry-level prices, corners get cut somewhere. The complaints are documented and they're consistent. Hull cracks, weld failures, floors that flex underway, paint that peels when you try to put registration stickers on a 1-year-old boat. One owner on Pissed Consumer paid $30,000 for a 2024 Tracker Pro 175 that started taking on water the first time he hit the St. Johns River. 6 calls to the dealer. Nobody called back. That's not a one-off. It's a pattern that shows up across hundreds of reviews. They've made improvements over the years, sure, but you're gambling. And with aluminum boats in the $20,000 to $40,000 range, that's a bet most people can't afford to lose. The Aluminum Ranger. This one surprises people because Ranger is a legendary name in fiberglass bass boats. But when they moved into aluminum, they didn't build their own boats. They rebadged Tracker hulls and slapped the Ranger name on them. Same factory, same construction. Premium price for a Tracker in a different jacket. Forum members figured this out years ago. If you're shopping Ranger aluminum, you're paying for a badge. Now, the best. And these are worth every dollar. Lund Pro-V. Howard Lund built his first aluminum boat in 1948 after years in a Navy shipyard, and that attention to detail never left the company. The 2075 Pro-V is what serious walleye and bass anglers reach for when they're done playing around. You step into this boat and the fit is tight. No rattles, no flex, no wondering whether the floor is going to hold on a rough crossing. The deep V hull handles big water the way a purpose-built fishing boat should. 2 massive casting decks, rod storage that actually fits your rods without forcing them, and a cockpit layout where you can move without tripping over your partner. Bass Pro Jeff Gustafson runs one on the Bassmaster Elite series, not for sponsorship optics, because it performs. Starting price on the 2026 model runs around $62,500 to $80,000, depending on configuration, which is real money. The honest limitation is that resale value holds so well that used Lunds don't come cheap either. Budget accordingly. Alumacraft Trophy 205X Sport. Alumacraft has been building boats since 1946 and has produced over 500,000 hulls. That's not a marketing number. That's a track record. The Trophy 205X pairs their riveted 2XB hull design with a deck layout built for anglers who actually fish, rather than anglers who want to look like they fish. Wide and stable in choppy water, shallow enough to get into the spots the deeper draft boats can't touch. The live wells work, the rod storage makes sense. The interior lighting is standard, not an upgrade you pay extra for. Where Alumacraft wins against Lund is price. You're getting comparable build quality with less of the badge premium. A well-equipped Trophy 205X comes in well under what a comparable Lund will run you, and the used market reflects that same value without the Lund markup. Limitation: dealer network isn't as wide as Lund's, and if you're not near a good Alumacraft dealer, warranty work becomes a trip. If you're finding this useful, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. We cover real boats with real numbers every week. And before you pull the trigger on any of these boats, I put together a free boat buyer's checklist. Every question you need answered before you hand over a single dollar, so you don't end up like that guy with the $30,000 Tracker calling the dealer 6 times and getting nowhere. It's free. Links in the description and pinned in the comments. Go grab it before you go shopping, not after. Crestliner Fish Hawk. If the Lund Pro-V is the tournament angler's boat, the Crestliner Fish Hawk is the serious weekend fisherman's boat. Crestliner builds with all-welded construction. No rivets to work loose, no seams to develop leaks over time, just a hull that handles abuse the way an aluminum boat should. The Fish Hawk layout is roomy in a way that actually matters when you've got 2 anglers working from the same boat all day. Wide enough that you're not bumping elbows on the casting deck, organized enough that you know exactly where your gear is when a fish hits. The Fish Hawk series runs from around 16 to 22 feet, and the pricing stays competitive. Used examples in good condition are consistently some of the best value in the aluminum boat market. Limitation? Not the flashiest boat in any marina. And if aesthetics matter to you, there are more visually exciting options. But aesthetics don't catch fish. Ranger RB210. This is the one I mentioned earlier with the Ranger name, and I want to be specific about which Ranger is worth your time. Because the aluminum center console lineup is a completely different story from the rebadged tracker situation. The RB210 is a dedicated inshore aluminum center console built on a wide pad bottom hull with Ranger's proprietary flotation foam and pultruded fiberglass reinforcements. 21 feet, 10 inches long, 98-inch beam, rated for 200 horsepower. It planes in inches of water and punches through chop when conditions demand it. The Ride touchscreen puts boat systems at your fingertips. The rawhide interior handles abuse without showing it. And the 360-degree fishing layout fits 5 anglers without anyone being in anyone else's way. For inshore work, marsh, flats, bayous, this is one of the most complete aluminum setups on the market. Limitation: it's priced like the premium boat it is, and saltwater use means you're committing to a maintenance schedule. Skip the rinse-down routine and you'll feel it. Here's the bottom line. Aluminum fishing boats span the entire range from genuinely excellent to genuinely dangerous money pits, and the price tag alone tells you almost nothing about what you're getting. Lund and Alumacraft built their reputations over 75+ years of getting it right. Crestliner's all-welded construction is the honest answer to the rivet debate, and Ranger's RB210 proves the brand can build a serious aluminum center console when they actually try. What you want to avoid is a boat that was designed around a price point instead of a purpose. Tracker's volume model means someone's paying for those low-shelf prices, and 9 times out of 10, it's the buyer, 6 months down the road at the warranty counter. Don't let that be you. I believe this video was helpful, and now you have a strong idea on what to look out for when hunting down your next finished boat. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Real boats with real numbers is what we at Boat Sniper cover every week. A quick reminder, before you pull the trigger on any of these boats, I put together a free boat buyer's checklist. Every question you need answered before you hand over a single dollar, so you don't end up like that guy with the $30,000 tracker calling the dealer 6 times and getting nowhere. It's free. Links in the description and pinned in the comments. Go grab it before you go shopping, not after.